Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Krashy, and today I have a mid steal and an offlane Kira, so that's how my game is going. I'm going to play a little bit of Bruiser Shinbi, and I'm going to try a 2 invade. We'll see how it goes. It's Crunch Jungle, so actually I'm probably not going to do that. Crunch Jungle is really fast clear. But I want to talk a little bit about when to gank. So I'm going to try to focus everything I'm talking about from the perspective of like why I should or shouldn't gank whenever I'm in a certain situation. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We're starting off with my blue, because like I said, I was thinking about doing an invade, and I'm looking at the Grux, right? Like, here's the question: would I gank here? Well, the answer's no. He's not particularly pushed up. I don't think that I have like crazy lane presence from like a level 1 Kira, and ultimately that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video. It's like explaining like when I wouldn't gank, and why I shouldn't gank, or whatever that scenario is going to be like. So hopefully y'all can learn something from this video. I've been wanting to do some kind of a topic like this. I just haven't really known how, so I guess I'm just going to do it like live and in the moment, which is like kind of my favorite way to make videos anyways. So and then yeah, I am kind of like messing around with the build. I think Bruiser Shinbi is actually kind of like okay, and you'll see why. It's just got a little bit more of like sustain than a typical Shinbi kind of a build, and with us only having like one main tank front line with steel, could kind of use it against their team comp if you look at the top. So yeah, so okay, as I'm pathing red side, I'm clearing toward my duo lane. Look at Twin Blast health. Do I gank that whenever I'm done clearing my 5 camp? The answer's no, because he's too low. You know, it would be a waste of time for me. I probably wouldn't get anything out of it. He's probably going to base here. So that's how you kind of start making your decisions. So I think finding that balance of ganking and farming, it's a little bit about like truly knowing you have to gank at some point, but also recognizing that the ganks have to kind of be given to you, be it by the decision making of the enemy team or your own team, and kind of the position that the lane is in. Even with his health here, like he's still here, he didn't actually base. Even with that health, I just don't feel like it's a fruitful gank for me, because when you gank, you're not just thinking about how you can help the enemy team or like your allies. I mean, you're thinking about what does it get for you? Like, what does it actually accomplish for me? Okay, so we'll look at it, right? He's low. I actually could maybe pinch and show up here. Just because he's low doesn't mean he's dead just yet, and I can turn this into a kill. So the situation changed in the moment. We're gonna get a flash here. Surely, nope, we get a double kill. So it changed instantly. That's actually such a beautiful example. I'm actually super excited about that. It changed instantly. So as you're pathing, you ask the question early, when do I gank? And like, should I gank here? And then the closer and closer you get, it gives you your answer. So like I said, I'm going to try a bit of an interesting build. We got Crunch in the off lane here, and I know that his 5 just came up, so I know his timer is like similar to my 3 camp timer. He's probably going to base, so I'm going to go invade his 2, because his 2 will most likely come up. Kira's a little low, and I kind of want to play the jungle 1v1, so I actually don't think that would have been a terrible gank, I'm not going to lie, but I'm a little bit more interested personally. So that's the kind of the decision making that I'm going for on this one. So yeah, we'll see. All right, so decent timing. Hopefully the Crunch is going to go his blue side. He is not farmed a ton, so I might be able to get like all of this, and then we'll reassess the off lane again, right? Because it's the closest lane to me. So let's look at the map. There's Grux. He has some information on me. Potentially. We can let him cross over. Maybe. Well, what I'll do here is I'll grief his bar then. Okay, nice. We use our right click to... Oh my god, I'm griefing this guy. Oh, this is just free kill. And free kill. Use those right clicks perfectly. Used the right clicks perfectly. This is a bit greedy here. I am gonna go for it. So I don't need to gank the Grux because I got a free kill off of him. So each game is different, you know. You just have to be willing to ask these questions in real time and get yourself the answer. So let's look at my health. Should I go gank mid? No. The answer is I'm either looking to back here or go farm here, or that's about it. Just by looking at my own health and looking at some of the situations that I'm in. So I hope that if y'all are watching this video, you're already learning a lot about like what's going on in the mind of a jungler whenever they're willing to potentially gank. And then for some of you laners, like you can watch this and think about setting up ganks, because this is such a big thing that I've been trying to push lately. Is when you're a laner, you should be watching the direction that your jungler's pathing and thinking about how you can give him a gank. And that means that you could, you know, like start slow last hitting, or even let some of your minions die on purpose, and, you know, like really let the wave push against you, so that way you can get a gank. All right, so they get the Fangtooth there, which is actually kind of wild. Wasn't expecting them to do a Fangtooth that early. That's fine. I'm super farmed. We're gonna go ahead and finish up a little bit more farm, and we're gonna take a back. So we're not ganking anytime soon because we know that we're just finishing and going for a back here. All right, level 6, nice and pretty. We're working our way toward our World Breaker, and then we're gonna be doing magic power health kind of bruiser build. So that's what we're looking at here. And honestly, I could have done this with an orb. I might still build an orb. I kind of forgot about that item. I think it's actually a decent item. It's just a little slow. It's a little slow. All right, so I'm on my red side. And the question is, do I gank? Well, mid potentially, but we don't have quite enough information. We're not quite close enough to it yet. Nobody in the duo lane, so I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of the that's where we're at, and it might be subject to change, or it may stay that way. I actually think I might build an orb, because I think orb's actually pretty good. I could have second bought the World Breaker, but I'm already a little deep on this build, so we'll just slow down our buy a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna smite this. I don't know. I know they shoved him out of mid. Duo is a little neutral or pushed up. We're gonna focus on getting our red first, and then we'll make a decision about what we want to do. I do have my ultimate, so like ganking it with 6 should be at 6 is good. Now look at duo lane. You see how they're pushed up? Do I have a gank there? No, not really. I don't really have a gank there, so probably not gonna gank duo because I would just spend time potentially not getting anything out of it. So we look at mid. Do I have a gank there? No, I don't. I know that red side jungle could be up, but I'm also not sure exactly where the Crunch is path. I kind of like lost track of him a little bit, so I'm probably just going to keep this one close to the chest, and I'm going to go grab my 3. Let's look at off lane. I'm pathing toward off lane. I see that the lane is crashing close to me, but I don't have any information on Grux, and I see that she's calling a missing ping. So we see Crunch in the duo lane, but I don't have any information. Okay, Grux is here. Now, do I gank? The answer is yes. I'm going to look for a gank on Grux. Let's see if we can get in onto the Grux. All right, we are all over him, and he's dead. Now, with the Crunch in the off lane, or in the duo lane, the off lane of where I'm at, opposite lane, we look for an invade. So you ask these questions. As soon as I got information, the situation changed, right? Like, I recognized that, yeah, I actually could go for a gank on that. All right, so we'll finish this up. We're gonna go get a timer on his red. Don't know where the Crunch is. Oh, he's still over there. Okay, cool. So we'll get timer here, and I don't know if that Grux is actually staying DC'd. Hopefully not, but if so, then this is going to be a short video, but nonetheless, it's still decent information. I hate when people ruin my videos, but it is what it is. I don't have a lot of time to record right now, so. All right. Do I gank? Look at the mid. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I come in towards the mid. I'm looking for a gank. Can I get that? Ah, I don't even get it off, dude. I don't even get it off, but that's okay. Look at the duo lane. As I'm pathing this direction, do I gank? Yes, I do. Look at it. I might not even be able to make it there, but I'm definitely going for it. I can go for that steal. I can go for a cutoff. I can peel back on the twin blast. So look at this. We go for the cutoff. I see the steal. Bit of a dangerous position to be in, but we get the kill onto him, and now I need to try to find my way out. All right, we're gonna peel back in, try to see what we can do here. All right, I've kind of gotten their attention. Now we use our dashes and we get out. All right, cool. All right, we're super low. I don't think I'm gonna stick around. I'll probably just base here. Probably just base here. All right, yeah, we're gonna build orb second. I should have built it first, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get that scaling a little bit. I'm gonna go on a Tempest, and yeah, a lot of jungle is up. I can kind of go any direction I want. And actually, I think I am going to go toward my blue side. So Grux is down. Like I said, this game will probably be a really short one, and hopefully, like I said, I can at least get y'all inside the mind of like what I'm thinking whenever it comes to ganking. But same thing, we're clearing our blue side, we're pathing toward the off lane, and the question is, do I have a gank? So I'm always thinking so far ahead, right? Like I'm looking ahead at the map, and I don't see any ganks around. But as far as macroing goes, because this is just one part of deciding what you want to do with your time, I also know that there's a mini prime up, and I have 2 smites, 2 hunts. So not only is there not a gank, not only do we have like some pretty good lane prio, I could go for a mini prime. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. The left lane is pushing against me a little bit, but the Kira is going to be going back to lane here in just a bit. and I am probably going to go for the mini prime. So now they do have a Fang Tooth that's up, and that's fine. I can give them up to 2 Fang Tooths. I'm not really concerned with it. I'm even going to double smite this. I don't really care if they get this Fang or the next Fang Tooth. I don't know why I played like that. I'm not paying attention. All right. Got the Kira helping me out here. All right, we'll give that to Kira. I didn't even mean to do that. I just smited it weird. Oh wait, no, I didn't give it to Kira. Okay, I got it. All right, so with duo down, do I have a gank? Well, mid's dead. So what do I do here? I'm not going to gank that because there's nothing for me to gank there. I'm going to shove mid. Now this might give them a Fang Tooth, but that's okay. And actually, look, I got this beauty here. So, and he's dead. So we're going ahead and pop him. And we're gonna take this down. Now, as they are approaching, okay, I think I can get this. Hold on. We're gonna flash out of that because I don't want to give her a kill on me. I don't want them to run into me. I don't know where they are. All right, so do I gank anything? No, I'm super low. We're gonna get out of here. They might go for a Fang Tooth, but I had to get out regardless, so that's what we're looking for. All right, I thought that was their steal and I got a little scared. All right, so I see that they're not on it by my duo lane. I'm gonna start farming and pathing toward the duo. They have a perma DC because the dude got killed, I guess. And yeah, like I said, this game is more or less over, but I'm a little sad it doesn't get to go a little bit longer. I could kind of explain my thought process throughout the full course of the game. All right, look at this. Do I gank? Yes, I can show up. This is, you know, like a counter gank. They have a lot of damage, a lot of CC in, but I am also very strong. So we're going to use a little bit of our dash here. And I don't actually get the second dash off because they have a lot of CC. So at least I take the trade, right? Woo! Woo. At least I take the trade. All right, we get our orb. We'll see what they can do here. It would have been good, especially if my teammates would have stayed alive a little bit longer, but it's fine, you know. Dying does happen, and we're going to go for a Tainted because we need to get some anti-heal off against the crunch. Also plays into the Bruiser build very well. That's an ambitious fight. I respect it a little bit. I do respect it a bit. All right, we're on our way back out. The Kira can just perma split push because they don't have a 5th. And yeah, now we're just like looking for refight, regank.
Killing spree.
Huge. Mid steal, insane. Whoa, he's actually wraith legging steal. What am I looking at? That's crazy. All right, we're gonna go for the Fang Tooth. We'll put ourselves on the board with the Fang Tooths. And I suspect that there will be a surrender soon. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. People tilt and they tend to like not surrender. Oh, hello. Okay. Hello. They tend to not surrender when they should and try to surrender when they shouldn't. I respect the steal attempt. I do respect it. All right, I got plenty of jungle up. We're gonna go farm, keep our build moving, work towards that anti-heal. But yeah, the thought process behind this build is pretty simple. It's just a health-focused version of a magic build. So, you know, I'm not quite as bursty, but I have a lot more survivability and sustain. So I do like doing something like this. I think for a build like this, you kind of have to like 3rd or 4th slot like a Caustica, which I don't usually do, but I think I have to, so I can just do a little bit more damage. And you don't really bring much armor. It's kind of like running, it's like Greystone Bruiser. It's actually a lot like Greystone Bruiser. The only difference is like he kind of gets pinned because he gets Citadel. There's not really like a Citadel-like option for mages, so you probably just run Caustica. It doesn't add to your health. It doesn't add to your like World Breaker scaling, but I think that's okay mostly. All right, so we see mid. Do I gank? Like we can try. If he keeps pushing up, I might have a potential gank there. So we'll cut in across this way to keep myself concealed for a little bit longer. So similar thinking, right? Like you just have to look and see what's available to you. Huge. All right, we dodged her Q there. Or knock up, I forget what it's called. I'm sorry, console players, don't get mad at me. All right, pop the ult on her. Try to stay ahead of him if we can. All right, We'll step out of that. And we'll step out of there. All right, we got some jungle we can steal. So same thing. I mean, it's obviously the map's a lot more opened up, so it's a lot less feeling like you're actually ganking and more of just like rotating and fighting. But the sentiment remains, right? Friends, I know it's a ruined gameplay. Darn the Gux player. Drop a like on the video and subscribe for future Predecessor content. Those are the questions you gotta ask, and it changes in real time. So think about it, path that direction. If you're a laner, look at where your jungle's pathing and make decisions to potentially get him a gank. As always, friends, be sure to be kind of one another. Tell us what you love them, and I'll see you in the next video.